Domestic violence is not just a private matter, it is a public health emergency, a human rights violation, and a global epidemic. Behind closed doors in cities, towns, and rural communities alike, millions of individuals, mostly women and children, suffer abuse at the hands of someone they love and trust. The consequences are devastating: broken families, physical and psychological trauma, even death. But understanding where domestic violence stems from and how to navigate it is the first step toward healing and breaking the cycle. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence is a pattern of behavior used by one partner to gain or maintain power and control over another in an intimate relationship. It can include physical abuse, hitting, choking, slapping, emotional abuse, manipulation, isolation, threat, sexual abuse, forced sexual acts or coercion, financial abuse, controlling finances or preventing access to resources, technological abuse, tracking, stalking, or harassing through devices. It cuts across race, gender, religion, and social class, affecting celebrities, professionals, students, and homemakers alike. Root causes of domestic violence. While every case is unique, domestic violence is often fueled by several interwoven factors. 1. Cultural and patriarchal norms. In many societies, women are still seen as subordinate to men. Cultural teachings that normalize male dominance and female submission often create environments where abuse is tolerated or excused. 2. Power and control. Domestic violence is rarely about anger, it's about control. Abusers use intimidation, isolation, and manipulation to dominate their partners. 3. Intergenerational trauma. Children who witness abuse often grow up believing violence is part of a normal relationship. This cycle of violence is deeply ingrained and difficult to break without intervention. 4. Substance abuse and mental health. While not the root cause, alcohol, drugs, and untreated mental health conditions can exacerbate abusive behaviors, reducing self-control and increasing aggression. 5. Economic dependence. When a victim is financially reliant on their abuser, leaving becomes nearly impossible, especially if they fear homelessness, hunger, or losing custody of children. The impact of domestic violence. Domestic violence inflicts deep scars, some visible, some hidden. Physical injuries, broken bones, bruises, internal injuries. Mental health, depression, PTSD, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. Children's trauma, behavioral issues, academic struggles, repeating the cycle of abuse. Economic consequences, loss of employment, long-term poverty. Social isolation, victims are often cut off from friends, family, and support systems. How to navigate domestic violence, a step-by-step guide. Escaping domestic violence is not easy, but it is possible. Here's how survivors can begin their journey. Step 1. Recognize the abuse. Awareness is the first step. If you feel afraid, controlled, or diminished in your relationship, it's abuse. Trust your intuition. Step 2. Document everything. If it's safe to do so, keep records of abuse, texts, photos, journal entries, and medical visits. This can be vital for legal action later. Step 3. Build a safety plan. Develop a personalized plan that includes where you can go in an emergency, a packed bag hidden with essentials, ID, money, medication, trusted contacts you can alert quickly, how to safely exit during a volatile moment. Step 4. Reach out for help. Connect with domestic violence hotlines, shelters and crisis centers, trusted friends or family members. You don't have to go through this alone. Help exists, even if it's not always obvious. Step 5. Legal protection. Consider filing for a restraining, protection order, pursuing custody and legal separation, working with a lawyer or advocacy group to understand your rights. Step 6. Seek counseling and support. Trauma doesn't end when you leave, it often begins there. Therapy, group counseling, and survivor networks can help you reclaim your identity and rebuild your life. Step 7. Rebuild financial independence. Access programs that provide emergency financial assistance, job training and placement housing support. Gaining control over your finances is critical to long-term freedom. Breaking the cycle starts with belief. Domestic violence thrives in silence, in denial, and in cultures that fail to hold abusers accountable. To end this epidemic, we must believe survivors, hold perpetrators responsible, and ensure no one feels trapped in the shadows of abuse. If you're watching this and you are in an abusive situation, know this: it is not your fault. You are not alone. And you deserve to be safe. Phone resources for immediate help. National Domestic Violence Hotline, USA, 1-800-799-7233. Women's Aid, UK, 0808 2000 247. UN Women's Safe Spaces Directory, unwomen.org.